So I'm making some more molding for the Lewistown Zehr retreat, and I've made hundreds, probably thousands of pieces of molding to as part of the rehabilitation of this house. Were they all there originally? Probably not all of them. I'm probably going above and beyond. I would think I am, but I know some were there and some were removed. So what I'm doing is, and I might have done a video on this, but I'm telling you, I've made so many and it's an ongoing thing, but it just adds so much to the house. So I'm taking cut-offs that were cut off a board for some reason, maybe a bad spot, maybe cracks, and I'm salvaging the good part of it, and the rest turns into kindling wood. And then I'm routering after I get them cut to width, and I'm being real careful because I want to keep them, you need to keep them consistent. So I might be making some today, and then maybe I made some a year ago, and I want to be able to put them together and make them work. So I actually will either pull out an old one, or I know my measurements, I'm sticking to 3.5. So to get more accurate, I might start on the 3 and go to 6.5 when I'm measuring, just to double check, because the problem here is there's a little variation there. So I've learned to, when you really get down to it, you want to use the inner numbers. So I'm routering, and I have defined stops on here. I used to go to this one a lot, but it's kind of short. I think the longer one looks better on the longer pieces. So this is my kind of my go-to now most of the time. Although I did do a couple short ones because I know I have already some started and I need to match them. So a couple here. So after I router, then I go through and hand sand because I don't want stuff like this on there. You might think it doesn't matter, but a little bit, like right here, once you prime that, those things are even harder yet. So it's better to sand them off now, and then it just looks much better and paints better and primes better, and just works out better. So next I need, so these are 3.5 inch. That was a very common size I used. Around some of the doors I used 4.5 inch, and then I use bevel on both sides. That's one option. I've done 3.5 inch with bevel on one side in some applications. And now in the corners, I double them up. So I need some 3.5 inch no bevel. And then I need some 2 3/4. So that when I put them together, I ended with 3.5 inch on each side, which then I put over the double bevel on. So it might not make a lot of sense now, but if you watch some more videos when I start putting these up, it will make sense. And it just shows the beauty. So watch the playlist. You'll get a full run through of the whole process better. Okay, I've got another stack here. I'm going to pull my router table off and start ripping them. Oh, actually, I got a couple more sand here too. Hand sand them.